I'd like to bring out some leaders that I know that know how to shine, right? That understand being the best you, that understand what kind of that means, right? All the stuff we've talked about, that really have learned how to work through their teams, that have learned how to really create that kind of leadership. And this panel, I have gotten to work with sort of hand in hand over the last little while, and they have been nothing short of spectacular. So I can't wait for you to meet these guys. I want to bring them out. I'd like to introduce to you our leadership panel for this session. Come on out, guys. Come on out. Walk it out. I like it. Hi. How are you? So good to see you. Woo! They like. You guys are fairly popular. Look at that. Well, first and foremost, I just want to say thank you for being on this panel. We've spent some time kind of talking about this, and I want you to know that you're here for a reason. You're here because you are leaders. You're people that lead with intent, you lead with passion, and you lead with purpose, and that's what leadership takes, right? That's what leadership requires. What I love about these guys is, like I said, they are always first and foremost. I've had some of the most spirited conversations I've ever had with these guys, right? And yes, Melanie, I'm looking at you, right? And by spirited, I mean Melanie's cussing me out. That's code for that. No, I'm kidding. She never does. Guys, this panel is really all about that. It's about being the best leader. So how we set this up, guys, is I basically said I reached out to these guys. I want to introduce them to you really quick. And then I've asked each one of them a question that I'd like for them to answer for you. And they'll take 2 or 3 minutes and do that. And you guys, it's a panel, so if you feel like you'd like to add something to a question, please do. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that, okay? So here we go. First, all the way down on the end, this is Melanie Jordan. Now, Melanie is one of our leaders I love. She's awesome. She has worked so hard. She's literally, I think, earned every prize we've had over the last, I don't know how long, 4 or 5 months. She's worked so hard on our incentives, but she's also currently just somebody that I think really embodies kind of who we are and what we do. She stepped right into leadership. She also has the distinction of living at Santa Claus's house, which I think is awesome. She's built her entire business from where, Melanie?
North Pole.
If you've never met anybody that lived in the North Pole, she does, okay? She's an incredible leader, but one of those people that I've just admired and watched her work. So, Melanie, thanks for being with us. You're awesome. I also have Tina Goebel with us. Tina. Okay. Tina, I had the best experience with Tina. She's on there, and her daughter Haley was on a Zoom with me. And I'm looking in the comments, and there's all this, that's my girl, and that's Tina right there, right? I knew it. But Tina has led us so well. But she's another person that I think she's currently, you coach? Close?
Close.
Okay, all right. She's currently building her team, and what I love about her team is that she's just inspired them to be leaders, and she's done that. And I've met these people that you're growing into leaders, so you're a perfect candidate for this stuff. I also want to introduce to you Peg Tucker.
Yes.
Okay. Woo! Peg Tucker is TikTok famous. I don't mind saying that, right? She's an influencer. I have seen, like, literally, my wife the other day was like, is that Peg? I'm like, yeah, that's Peg, right? Watching the videos, Peg has led, but she's led us not only in terms of what she's done, but she's also led us in terms of what she does digitally. And I've had so many people ask, well, how can I do what Peg is doing? And so Peg has just helped us to really create that kind of leadership and that presence digitally. And so, Peg, thanks for leading us that way.
Thank you.
And then finally, I'm joined by Alice Chow. Alice, so good to see you. Alice is a celebrity in her own right, okay? So Alice is currently a member of our Diamond Advisory Board, right? She's also a founding Diamond distributor, okay? She's also a member of the $1 Million Circle.
Woohoo!
Woo! Woo! And absolutely is just an incredible human being. I've got to spend a little time with Alice, and so I can't wait for you guys to get to hear from her. But guys, welcome to the panel. So glad you're here. All right, time for the questions. Let's get down to the fun stuff. Melanie, I'm going to start all the way with you. Since you've been mad at me this whole time anyways, let's just get it out. Okay. Melanie, real quickly, just tell us a little about what you think leadership really means to you. What's it mean?
Everything. It means everything. And I think for right now, I mean, if you listen to last night and you listen to all of this morning, right now, that feeling that you have right here, that little sleeping giant inside of you that wants you to become a leader, and you feel like you have it in you and you don't know, there's a space there that you don't know how to get from here to becoming that leader. And that sleeping giant is awakening by hearing all this stuff about where we are in this company right now and this time. And this is a divine moment for you to hear these words, for me to tell you that this is your time. And the thing that you have to ask yourself is, what kind of leader do you really want to be? Last night, Chris talked about the things that leaders are, and integrity and being. And so the one thing for me, I think, that I want you to think about is, if Alexi was standing next to us, what would we really say in that moment? Or how can we work for our people and empower them to move up and be that person? Because that man is the most selfless person, and to see him and meet him in presence, I want to be just a glimmer of that as a leader.
That's right.
Beautifully said. And I do know that a lot of those characters you totally embody. Mel is all heart, right? She's the one that will follow you, help you the whole time. So the fact that you carry that with you, I think, is one of the key components of leadership. So beautifully said. Okay? Tina, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. What leadership traits do you think are important, and how do you like to share those with those you work with?
So I have 3 key traits that I think are very important in leadership, and a lot of that has already been shared today and even last night. One of the biggest things that I think is very important for us to have within ourselves as a leader is integrity and honesty and transparency. I know we always say that your actions speak louder than your words. And y'all, we're not living in Mayberry. You can't really hold a man to, or a woman, to their word anymore. But the fact of the matter is, we need to have a piece of integrity about us, that what we say is really what we mean. And if you say you're going to support somebody and you're going to help somebody, that's really what you're going to do. Your actions are they're going to back that up. So that's one thing. I really think that integrity holds most of the key to leadership. If people believe in you because they know what you say is what you're going to do, then they're going to trust you and they're going to want to be part of what you're doing. So I think that's one major trait that we should all house in ourselves. Another thing is my people on my team, it's our team, it's not just my team. They don't work for me. I work for them. My husband owns his own business, a brick and mortar business, and we have a team of people that work there at our business. They never come to work for him or for us. It is about what we can do to better their lives. And I think that that's a key trait that all of us is in a leadership role, if you consider yourself that, I need to make sure that I'm doing what I can do to help my people on my team, whether it's a distributor, whether it's a customer. What am I doing to help them get to their next potential, whether it's a promoter or whether it's a coach or whatever it looks like. I think that is a very key important trait to have as a leader. And the third thing, and y'all were just talking about this earlier, so I'm a teacher by trade, and in the teacher world, this is the way it goes in a classroom. And if it doesn't, then it should. I'm just telling you, okay? You present information to students. Now here I work with little people, okay? Like little people. So you present information to them. You model what that looks like to them. It is so important for you to model what it looks like to your people. You show them, and you show them, and you show them. I have to do that to 10 and 11-year-olds. I have to show them what it looks like and show them, and then I scaffold them. That means I work beside them, and I release a little bit of that responsibility to them and let them get used to it and let them get confident in it, and then I back off and I let them. That same thing should be going on in our business as a leader. You have to model that and show them. I will never ask my team or my people to do anything that I will not do myself. And I think that that's a very important trait to house as a leader. Integrity and honesty. I'm working for them. They're not working for me. I want to help them be better. And then just a model, doing what I ask them to do, I'll do myself to help. So that's my take on leadership.
I love it. No, you said something so important. You talked about your ability to lead by example, right? And you are so high integrity, and I'm sure that the things that you're doing each day are really helping them to understand what they need to do, and I know you do it. So fantastic answer. Well done. Peg, are you ready? Okay.
As I'll ever be.
How have you been able to connect with your team and lead your team with technology?
All right. Well, before I start, does anyone not want to know about Tina's boots? Tina, can you?
So,
awesome.
some of you know our story, mine and Rob's story. Our daughter passed away in 2013 from a brain tumor. So childhood cancer is really, really, really dear to our hearts. September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and only 4% of any money that goes towards any kind of research or any kind of things like that, only 4% it goes to pediatric cancer. So we're always wanting to raise awareness. Well, the overarching color for childhood cancer is gold. So I'm just kicking it off a little early.
Love it. I love them. So, Stoney, to answer your question, I use technology to connect with my team and to work with my team in three main ways: to cultivate culture and community, to cultivate a hunger for knowledge, and to cultivate trust. So cultivating community, I've got a meeting that I do with my team weekly, and we connect, and we do, we talk about our challenges, we talk about wins, and we talk about our intentions, and it creates that sense of family. And then to broaden that, we've got Empower Hour, and that is something that people can come to. We've got people that have been doing this for 4 years and people that are brand new, and it's a safe place where people can connect and feel part of a community. And now we've got Be the Best Leader, which is another really great place where people can connect. So I love to create that sense of community, that sense of people belonging. That's why people stay, right? If they feel like family. And also then the creating a hunger for knowledge. I'm a real, I love learning, and I like to let my team know that. When I see something that can help them, I always share it with them. I've got a messenger chat, and that's where I'm, using the technology. If I see something, a free training that a generic network marketing company leader is doing, that I'll share it in there. And there's things like a year ago, I didn't know my way around TikTok. I didn't know my way around Instagram, but that's something that I saw could help my team to build. So I made a decision to learn it. And I think as a leader, you have to make a decision to always be learning new skills and sharpening your skills. And I share that with people. That hunger for knowledge, I think that's how you become a leader. You don't become a leader first and then learn. And then there's cultivating trust. I do use social media for connecting with people who are not in our business yet. It's the start of a conversation. It's bringing people in, it's letting people know that we are there, what we have, letting them know and trust me, because that people will do business with people that they trust. So inviting people into my world a little bit, letting them know me, because And I get it. If you're uncomfortable doing that, I was too. I had trouble shining my light, right? But you have to shine your light because there's a lot of lights out there. And they don't all have the best intentions. So if you need to get out there and shine your light brightly, to let people know who you are and what we have here. And I think if I connected with a couple of the people that I'm with today. I didn't know before social media. We connected on social media, and they turned from strangers into friends, and from friends into family. And now, we're rooming together and we're building together. So, really get out there, take this energy and enthusiasm and excitement and that you're getting today and this weekend, and keep it by staying close to the fire, by staying close to all those things like Empower Hour and Be the Best Leader, and now we've got New You Women for the women out there. I'm really excited about that. Yeah. So if you do that, if you get out there and shine your light, stay close to the fire, we can transform lives and have a big impact.
Yep.
Yeah, beautifully said. I loved how you talked about how you create culture and then how you create connections, right? That's just so well said. It's one of those things I think we talk about all the time. We just don't really, like the way you do it is so unique and so incredible that I'm just hoping everyone gets a chance to connect with you and have you share that with them. So you got to do that. That was awesome, Peg. Well done. Alice, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, very, very good. Alice, you've had all the success. You've been an incredible founding diamond. You've been a part of our company since probably even longer than me. That's right. And it's been so incredible for me to watch you just kind of grow and change. But I really want to know how you've been able to create leadership kind of in your team and how you've been able to inspire them to lead. Because I know you've built all over.
Well, Stoney, just like the ladies here, we have a beautiful panel, and our ladies actually are very powerful right now. And I almost wanted to have tears is because I see all these ladies here, and I see them all the time, like when we go to Utah and when we travel to other cities. And they're like family. I don't have to know their name, but they're my family. And all of you here, sitting in the audience right now, you guys are all leaders. But there is one secret. It's not even a secret, but I don't like to use theory because theories are easy to know, but then you cannot follow. The secrets are something that each individual we have and we learn through our journey. To be a leader or to create a leader, let's say, how many of you in the audience, I want to know that, come with your partner? Husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, raise your hands. I want to see hands. Okay, I see many hands. First of all, I want to give you guys, or you, please, partners, hug each other. Give your partner a hug because
That's right.
They are the one that created you and you are the leader. It's amazing that how I see partners, boyfriend and girlfriend, husband and wife, they all come as a family because I came with my mom. She's my best working partner. But my dad, my husband, always here. You guys see them always here in the meeting. And I want to give a secret of how I learned to get my team all together and create leaders, because there aren't that many leaders out there, actually. Leaders are very, very rare. But how do you find out and recognize a leader? Just like when you find a piece of rock and you know there's diamond in there. You don't know before you crack it open, right? Leaders are just like your kids. How many of you have teenager kids? Teenager kids? Okay. They're very rebellious, right?
You,
okay.
honey.
Mine is like this. When you try to teach them, when you try to lead them, when you try to tell them what to do they listen? They don't. Obviously not. But when you guide them through, let them do it. Put them out there. It's okay. Don't be afraid. Put them out there. Let them do it. You stand back. You are now guiding them. You're just watching them. If something goes wrong, you let them know. It's okay. I am in your back. I can support you. So being a leader or create a leader, you just support them. They're not yours because they will grow out of it and they will bring their own, they will have their own family eventually, and that's called duplicate.
Yeah.
That's what we are doing here in UU Live. When they grow up, when they go out there, they have their family, they know, hey, this is how my parents taught me. This is how they guide me through. So I will do the same thing to them. So this is how our system works. Except when you have leaders here, when you have team here, the system pays you. But our kids might not pay us.
No.
No, I mean, if you're lucky, you do. But this is how we create and we bring up leaders, because leaders are not born to be leaders. You have to guide them. You're not pointing, you're not asking them what to do. Hey, do this, do that. No, you're not. You're actually guiding and support them. Just like if I cannot teach my kid, if I cannot teach my son, I find someone to teach. So I found him a coach, a team coach. This is how I work with my team. If I cannot do it, I'll have someone else to help them. There's always, not 100%, we're not perfect. So you're all the team, we're all working together, we're collaborating. Like Paul said, collaboration is the most important thing. We're no longer one team. We are all New You Life family. This is how we're here for. Woo! Woo-hoo!
That was beautifully said and absolutely right on point. I'm going to give you my boy Isaac's number. I'd like for you to call him after this. See if you can straighten him out. Is that all right?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
Guys, that was beautiful. It was exactly what we needed. It was all about leadership. It was about the qualities that make a leader. We are beyond excited to have you with us at New You Life. And as we move into the future, we're more excited. You guys are awesome. All right. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Did fantastic. I ran you about 5 minutes over, so that's my fault.